Hey guys, welcome to my workshop. As you guys have heard me say recently, I purchased a VTAC, a Vertx VTAC Viking Tactics 18-inch rifle bag. I purchased this probably about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and immediately when this came out of the package, I went, oh yeah, beautiful bag. The two main pockets have the Velcro in them for tactigami, and so you can set these up however you want, and then this one actually has an area that you can actually Sharpie marker right on what's in there. But you can see how the bag has a bit of expandability to it. And the idea for this bag is that you would take your rifle with a side folder, whether that be an AK or an AR with a side folder. If you're into ARs with side folders, that's fine. I don't care. I'm not. But this bag, you can see how this bag is deep enough that you can lay it in there with the side folder intact, and you can close it over. Both sides of this have the Velcro for the tactigami. This is what it comes with for actually strapping your weapon down. Really nice bag. Very well put together, very well thought out, good workmanship. This piece right here is the pull handle for opening the bag, but it comes with this embarrassment of a shoulder strap. I don't even have to put this on the bag for you guys to understand. This side is sewn solid. Here's your shoulder strap. If this is your shoulder strap and that bag needs to hang about here, how in the world is this going to attach to the bag? So what ends up happening is this end attaches to the bag. This end has an adjustment slider on it. So once again, not even having to be on the bag for you guys to understand. So where's my shoulder pad? Okay. First of all, there's not even enough adjustment in this for this thing to really be of any good use. Not to mention, we don't wear bags on our shoulders when they have weapons in them. We wear them over the shoulder to retain the bag. So now you've got a bag hovering somewhere about there. It's a dumb design, guys. Vertx, seriously, Vertx, you know better. And Viking Tactics, this is your name. This is your name on this bag, and this is an embarrassment. The bag is awesome. The strap is a joke. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking this embarrassment of a strap, and this is aluminum hardware. These are actually really nice clips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to retask them, and I'm going to make my own shoulder strap, and this piece of garbage goes exactly where it belongs, in the garbage. I've already got a length of webbing cut. I'm going to put some bungee in it to take a bit of that load off, and these clips go here and here, and the bag, once the strap is done, I should be able to immediately throw it over my shoulder and have a little bit of stretch in it, so that if I'm moving with it, the bag is the shoulder strap is taking some of the impact off of my clavicle and neck. Let's get to it. Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to give this strap the same amount of bungee that I use when I make a 2-point sling for you guys. It's a decent amount of shock absorbency. I want to make sure that I end up with a bag that has a decent amount of shock absorbency, but not to the point where the thing starts bouncing on me. It should give me what I need there. This is Bungee brand bungee, which is US made, and the stuff is really stout. Okay, now the next thing is I got to figure out how to get this to basically land at a medium point. That's going to be the tricky part, because this bungee does need to park itself dead center on this strap so that when the bag is on strap, I don't end up with a bouncing effect. So here's how we do this. Alright, so we join the ends up, and this gives me a rough idea of what the median point is going to be. Okay, so the median point is here. So we're going to clip this like this. And now I need to walk the bungee there. This is going to be a kind of a backward approach to the way I would normally do this. Normally what I would do is I'd tack one end of the bungee, and then I would just do a certain amount of pre-scrunches on this webbing, and then tack the other end, and that's pretty much a done deal, because these two dowel rods that I have are pre-measured for the different types of slings that I make. But this one is basically, I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this. This video isn't meant for a product that I'm intending on doing. This is meant mostly just to encourage you guys to take tactical gear and modify it to fit your needs. Don't ever settle on the stuff that manufacturers are selling you, because guys, there's a bunch of swill that's being sold to the industry by manufacturers who, first of all, don't particularly care about you. Oh, did I actually get it? Did I actually get it? Oh, that's close. Manufacturers who don't particularly care about you. They care about their bottom dollar. And they're doing what they feel like doing, not what is best for the customer. Oh, I went too far. I gotta back it up just a skosh. Man, that's about... that's it right there. That's pretty much medium point. Maybe a little bit further. I'm a perfectionist. With all honesty, it doesn't even really matter that it might be 1 inch one way or 1 inch another way, but I'm just a perfectionist that way. You're welcome. That's why your slings are so nice. Alright, that should be about it. Alright, now this should be interesting. Normally I would just scrunch in one direction, but I want to keep this center, so I'm going to take and scrunch it for both ends on this one. We are making stuff on the fly around here. Ghetto engineering, I love it. Also known as Puerto Rican rigging. Puerto Rican! Why be normal? Why settle for good enough when you can make something your own? When it comes to all things tactical, I am rather dispassionate about things, meaning that if somebody says, no, it has to be done this way and only this way, I kind of tend to go, no, not really. I've always been the guy who just goes his own way and figures things out. And that also applies to how I set things up when it comes to carry and concealment. Because I firmly believe that setting yourself up for success when it comes to carrying, when it comes to the carrying of tactical gear, it really boils down to user preference. So that's why when it came to the strap for this bag, I absolutely knew that this strap was getting modified. I knew from the word go that there was no way I was going to keep the piece of junk that this bag came with. I'm not going to go with fast adjust sliders because this is a carry bag. It's not meant to be a modified chest bag or anything else. It's just meant to be the bag that all your crap drops in, and it just becomes your EDC walk out the door bag and drop your junk into, and should you need it, you're lucky enough to actually have your PDW with you, as opposed to going, gosh, I really wish I had a shoulder-fired weapon with me right about now. Which, just for the record, guys, please consider this, because this is, the man telling you this is a guy who's really got no dog in the fight as to what you carry on a daily basis. If you've got a handgun with an optic on it, you've pretty much got 100-yard capability, like no joke, 100-yard capability. If you have just a moment or two to remember your holdovers, hold-unders, whatever the case may be, and get your shot, you have 100 yard capability with an optic equipped handgun. So take that for what it's worth. It will change how you do things, and it will simplify your world. So before I check this strap, I'm going to take this pull tag that the bag comes with, and I'm going to take this off and swap it out for one of my pull tags, my Improved Before Fight. All of my bags get one of these. These are aviation quality. They do not come apart. The grommet is nickel coated, and I've actually had it out in the surf on a family vacation to Fort Walton Beach in Florida, and the thing did not corrode, which really impressed me. Cannot do that with gloves. Shakalaka! There we go. So much better. Alright, let's fit the strap. Alright, let's see how it came out. It goes there. And that goes there. Oh, a little low. So let's adjust it up. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Still a little bit low, but it's not bad. Yeah, we'll take a little bit higher. I've never been one for using quick adjust sliders. Like my friend Phillip says, anything that can be adjusted can get readjusted. Or actually, it's anything that can be quickly adjusted can get quickly readjusted. And Phillip is an electrician. Used to live here in Tennessee. He actually moved back to Oregon. I miss him. I miss him dearly. He's a good friend. Anyways, he and his wife Heather have moved back to Oregon, and he's the guy that made my holster, the Tier 1 Citizen holster, which we never really could get off the ground because he's a full-time electrician, owns his own company, and I knew that he would not have the time to be making holsters for me, and I knew that if I released that holster, you guys would love it so much because it's really that nice. It's old school hand bending Kydex, which to me is still the best way to do holsters. And anyways, I knew he wouldn't have the time to make the holsters, so I said, let's not go there. There we go, there we go. It should roughly be right at your belt line. You want to have the bag low enough on your body so that there's a sense of stability, because if a bag ends up here, it's just in your crap. But here you can slide it behind you to do stuff. You can get it around to the front to get into the bag, which is why I like how these straps are both on the back of the bag rather than one here and one here, which makes more sense in that by having a strap on the back and a strap on the front, you have a balanced load as opposed to straps at the back and the load wanting to lean forward. It's not that big a deal. What I do with the GS17 is I don't even bother strapping it down. I just drop it into the bag and I close the bag over it like this. And this is eventually going to have a IC13 bandolier here for the sub gun. Hearing Pro is in here now, and I'm thinking about moving my my backup holster and mag holders to the inside because this has Taktagami inside, and it's plenty thick enough to house all that. And then just making this my everyday bag for just going out and running errands so that I've always got this PDW with me. My advice to you is do not use this. Don't hook this strap into this side with the Velcro. Just hold them together if you need to carry the bag like this. But this bag is far more securely carried on your person like this. And there you go. So, boom. Guys, don't be afraid to take a pair of scissors, a screwdriver, a Dremel, whatever you got to do to whatever it is you're working with. Make it your own. There was a time before CNC technology made everything fast and cheap that people routinely took the time to modify the things that they had to work for them, which is why some military units basically duct taped diving lights right onto their rifles. Larry Vickers talks about that when they went in to get curtain U's out. They literally took, I think it was Pelican lights, and they just I think it was duct tape and or was it alligator clamps? I can't remember. No, hose clamps. I think it was hose clamps, and they just modified the M4s they had to work with, and they figured it out. So that's what I'm doing here. Just hacking things up, and now I have a bespoke sling. I'm sorry, sling. Slings are my world. Now I have a bespoke shoulder strap that works exactly the way I need it to. Keeps the bag precisely where I want it to go. And if anything changes, come winter time, I've got a coat on, I can allow these down a little bit and get this bag to fit my needs. So anyways, that's what I've got for you guys today. I want to thank you. Recently I put out a video about my engagement and my coming nuptials. And I want to thank those of you who came to the website and made purchases and donations. Thank you. And really just remind you guys, this channel is not monetized, so I depend 100% on support from you guys, the Tier 1 citizens who are watching. So please come to the website, buy slings, make donations, keep this channel independent and 100% free of corporate interference. As always, God bless you all. Get those guns out in practice. Have a good one.